Good morning, class 9 students. In continuation of the chapter Seeds, Structure and Germination, in my previous video, I have taught you all about fruit, which is an enlarged ripened ovary, seed, which is a ripened ovule, and grain, which is found in maize and wheat. And in this, fruit wall and the seed coat fuses together to form a protective layer. I have also told you all about types of seed, which is of two type: monocotyledons, in which only one cotyledon is present, and dicotyledons, in which two cotyledons are present. Example is pea, gram, bean, etc. And also I have told you all about types of seeds on the basis of endosperm, which is of two type. The first one is albuminous seeds and the second is ex-albuminous seeds. So in today's video, students, I am going to explain you all the bean seeds. So let's start, students. Students, there are different kinds of beans such as broad bean, lima bean, French bean, etc. In general, the structure of their seeds are kidney shaped with a convex and concave sides. It is clearly visible to you all in this diagram. The structure of the seed is kidney shaped with a convex and concave sides. Now the outermost covering of the seed, this outermost covering is known as seed coat, which is differentiated into two parts, the testa and the tegmen. The outermost hard covering, brown covering, is known as testa, which provides the delicate inner part of the seed from injury and from the attack of bacteria and fungi. And the innermost part is known as tegmen, which lies just beneath the testa, and it is also a thin inner layer which is also protective. So seed coats provide the seed from injury, from jerk, and from the attack of various pathogens. Okay, clear, students? Now students, in this diagram you are seeing this whitish oval scar on the concave side of the seed. This is hilum. This represents the spot where the ovule was attached to the ovary with the help of placenta. Okay, so this is hilum. And students, here in the diagram you are seeing the opening. This is micropyle. This is the tiny pore situated close to the hilum. It marks the opening through which pollen tube had entered the ovule. Okay, this is the opening known as micropyle. So students, in this structure, micropyle plays an important role. So what is its function? When the seed is soaked in water, they absorb water with the help of this micropyle and make this water available to the embryo. And the second is diffusion of respiratory gases. The exchange of gases is done by micropyle because that is the only opening in the seed, and this with the help of this water and respiratory gases, embryo grows healthier and they grow themselves. Okay, now students, below the seed coat there are two thick cotyledons. You can see this, that there are two thick cotyledons which contain food for the developing embryo, and when you will open these two cotyledons, embryo is visible to you all. This embryo is differentiated into two parts. The innermost part is known as radicle and the outermost is plumule. The radicle later on grows into the root system of the seed, and the plumule grows into the shoot system, which contains the tiny stem and tiny leaves. Okay, students, so this was the structure of the bean seed. I hope it is clear to you all. So students, now let's begin maize grain. Students, see, the maize grain is actually a one-seeded fruit in which fruit wall and seed coat fuses fuses together to form a protective layer. Therefore, we call such a fruit as grain. This is the diagram of the maize grain. Okay, on one side of grain occurs a small light color oval area which marks the embryo. This is the embryonic region. The remaining major part, this part of the grain contains a large endosperm which is rich in starch. The embryonic region, this region and this endosperm region is differentiated with a thin layer which is known as epithelial layer. The outermost of the endosperm is known as the outermost layer of the endosperm is known as aleuron layer, which is rich in protein. Okay, endosperm is rich in starch and aleuron layer is rich in protein. The embryo this embryonic region consists of single cotyledon. As you can see, only single cotyledon is present, which is known as scutellum. Embryonic region is differentiated into only one cotyledon is present, which is scutellum, a radicle and a plumule. The radicle is this radicle is present at the lower end of the embryonic region and protect itself by a sheath called as coelurhiza, and the plumule is present, you can see, in the broader region of this embryonic region and is covered by a sheath called as coleoptile. Okay, students, the radicle covering is known as coelurhiza and plumule covering is known as coleoptile. Later on, this radicle develops into root, and the plumule grows itself into shoot system, which consists of tiny leaves and stems. So this was the structure of maize grain. Students, this diagram also you can see a single cotyledon is here. The seed coat and fruit wall is fuses and forms a single layer only, and this is the endosperm which is protecting the embryo in it. Okay, clear till here? Okay, students, now on page number 45 in your book, progress check is given, true and false. You try to solve this in your book itself, and difference between maize and bean seed is also given in your book. You read it and it will be clear to you all. If any confusion is there in this chapter, you may ask me. Okay, students, so thank you very much.